Christian. So the last form we're going to go through here is our fitness appraisal. So the things I'm going to be going through with you here are blood pressure, height, weight, to be able to calculate your BMI and your girth measurement. So the first thing we're going to do now is take your blood pressure. So the reason I'm going to take your blood pressure is because it's directly linked to chronic diseases such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease, which is actually one of our leading causes of death in Australia. So it's quite important to know what your blood pressure is. So what I'm going to do to take your blood pressure today is I'm going to need to put this cuff on your upper arm. What I'll be doing is inflating the cuff. It can be uncomfortable. Basically I'm needing to, because it's cutting off the blood flow to your arm. So it can be uncomfortable, but I will be releasing that quite quickly, so the blood will come back to your arm and feel more comfortable again. So there's two readings I'm going to be taking. The first is your systolic. So that's basically taken after I've inflated the cuff and cut off that blood circulation. So that's taken as the heart contracts, so that's going to be a higher number. The second reading I'm going to take is diastolic, and that's taken once I've released, as I'm releasing the pressure and the heart's relaxing, so that's going to be a lower number. Are you okay to go ahead with that?
Sure thing.
Excellent. Okay, so I'll just relax your arm there. I'm just going to place the stethoscope here so I can get a heartbeat. Okay, so I'm just going to inflate the cuff now. So it'll be a little bit uncomfortable, but it won't last too long. Just releasing. Excellent. So Christian, the reading I got for you was 115/65, which is great. I'll just write that down. So the results that we're looking for when we're taking this is for normal range, we're wanting you to be for your systolic reading under 120 and for your diastolic under 80. So 115/65 is fantastic. Now the next, what we need to do next is take your height and weight so we can calculate your BMI. So I'm just going to get you to stand up for me here. Now I'm just going to get you to stand on the scales here for me. I'm just going to take measure to do your height. Okay, so 99.4, fantastic. If you can just hop off. Okay, now if you can just stand against the wall there and take your height measurement. straight. Okay, so 186 centimetres. Okay, so now to calculate your BMI, basically we're having to, I'll get you to keep standing because we'll have to take your girth measurement next. So to calculate your BMI, basically we multiply your height in metres squared, so we times it by itself, and then we then divide that by your weight. So we did that, and we've got, the number we've got for you is 28. Now that just puts you in between, right in between the overweight category. Now, keeping in mind with your BMI, all it is taking into account is your height and your weight. It's not taking into account things like muscle mass and that sort of thing. So sometimes it can be incorrect, but just keep that in mind. At the moment, we've got you sitting at 28. Now I'm just going to take your girth measurement, so your waist measurement, if that's okay with you. So we're looking at, basically the World Health Organization has given us a recommendation on what our waist size should be. So for women it should be under 80 centimetres, and for men it should be under 94. And the reason why they've given that recommendation is because our girth measurements have also been directly linked to different chronic diseases as well. So I'm just going to get you to put your arms out for me. I'll put this around your waist. So generally it's just usually under the rib cage. Now I'm going to get you to take a deep breath and breathe out. And I'm going to take the measurement at the end of your breath. So we've got 90.5 centimetres. And that puts you in the healthy weight, in the healthy range. So that's fantastic. I'm just going to sign here to say that we've gone through that. And that's great. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you.